As U.S. Treasury bond yields continue to rise, the value of the dollar has reached its highest point in 2 years. There are some who even expect the dollar to rise by another 5%.
미국 국채 금리가 지속적으로 오르는 가운데 달러 가치가 2년 만에 최고점을 기록했습니다. 달러 가치가 5%가량 더 오를 여지가 있다는 관측도 나옵니다. So it's really not about treasury bonds. It is part of the news, but it's really about the dollar and how strong it is. 진짜 이 달러 인덱스가 2년 만에 최고
Yes.
높아졌다고요? Okay, so tell us more.
Yes, so those U.S. Treasury bond yields are kind of affecting the price of the dollar, but what we're talking mostly about here is what's called the dollar index.
Okay, question. What is a dollar index?
So what this does is it takes the value of the dollar, it compares it to 6 other currencies, 6 other types of money from different countries, just to kind of see how they rank, how strong they are.
달러의 가치를 보여주는 거예요. Okay, compared to these other currencies.
Yes.
Okay.
And since last September, the dollar index has risen 9%. So that's quite a bit. That's, it's almost 10%.
Yeah.
So we're in Korea. If we buy something from the United States,
You have to pay 10% more.
that exchange rate. So it is very, very high right now.
So Cameron Sam, why is the dollar so strong? 왜 이렇게 자꾸 오르는 거예요? 저 진짜 사실 there are some things that I buy from the States. 정말 속상해요. Really,
true.
I'm kind of worried.
It really, as someone, we're both American.
Yes.
It is something
I have to send money, I
Right.
buy things. So dollar is very important. Yeah.
Yes, but like many things in economics, it's not a simple reason why this is happening.
Right.
It's a few different things coming together. So tariff policies, of course, President-elect Donald Trump has talked about having more tariffs.
네, 관세 정책.
Yeah,
네.
inflation concerns.
Okay.
Just in general, I
Yeah.
know here in Korea we've had inflation concerns.
yeah, sure.
The U.S. is having inflation concerns, and then interest rates. So the Fed has been raising the interest rates and then started to drop it a little, right?
Okay.
They started to lower those rates, but now it's a little unclear what they're going to do. They might keep it, they might lower it, but at a slower
don't know.
pace.
Okay.
Just a lot of uncertainty.
Got it. So 기준금리 조절 가능성도 있고.
Yeah.
So there are lots of reasons why the dollar is so high. So I want to know how much more, 얼마나 더 오르는 거예요? Like, is this going to go on forever?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Okay.
So some people, including Goldman Sachs, think that it could increase by another 5% over the next year. Yeah.
그러니까 1년간 5% 상승 가능성도 있다는 거죠?
Yes. But that's only one opinion.
Okay. Okay.
The other side,
Oh, there's another side.
there's
Great.
another opinion. And they think that the dollar is already overvalued, already
It's
more
too high.
expensive. It's
Got
too high.
it.
And so they think in the second half of the year, it will fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I will look forward to that.
하반기에.
네.
근데 뭐
그래도 몇 개월 동안 좀 참아야 되겠네요.
Yeah, 그쵸, yeah.
I am not spending
I
any money. I
it's,
am not buying anything from the States.
it's always
That is
important
true.
to be good with money, but I think
Yeah.
even more now,
I know.
saving as much as possible.
Okay, so let's talk about two things. The first one is Treasury bond, 이 국채인데요. So a Treasury bond, tell us what that is.
So you're basically kind of getting money from the government in a sense, not receiving money.
You're lending
Right,
money
you're
to the
lending
government.
money to the government,
Yes.
and they're going to pay it back to you later,
I see.
and there's interest on it.
Aha.
So it's like you get like a guaranteed interest. Like when you buy a stock,
That's right.
the stock goes up and down, right? But with bonds, the official price doesn't go down. There's some other things 좀 약간 좀 복잡해지긴 하는데, but it's considered like a very safe investment usually.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're investing in the government, basically.
Essentially,
그렇죠?
yeah.
정부에 투자를 하는 거예요. 왜냐하면 정부에다가 돈을 빌려주고 그리고 또 이자를 받고, right? 고정된 금리를 받고. 이제 나중에는 어떻게? It just goes on? Or do you kind of like, do they pay you back eventually, the government?
Well, they can pay you back. They usually have a set time.
I see.
정해진 기간도 있는데,
I see.
there's a secondary market.
Ah.
So it gets like
Complicated.
It gets very complicated
Okay.
with the trades.
All right, we don't need to know all the details. 그 yield, Y-I-E-L-D, 수익률이죠, right? It's how much you make.
Yes, it is the amount of profit that you're getting. It is the same spelling as 양보하다, to yield,
that's
right?
right. When you're driving, you got to yield.
Yeah, so it is a very different meaning though. Yield in this case is the amount of money that you make usually from an investment.
Okay, very good. Okay, let me read that again. As U.S. Treasury bond yields continue to rise, the value of the dollar has reached its highest point in 2 years. There are some who even expect the dollar to rise by another 5%.